Okay, what's going on, guys? It is Bigjilawa, and welcome to the Jilawa Podcast. Today, my first ever guest on the podcast is Charles, one of the members from DareToEntertain, which is an Australian YouTuber. So, yeah, this is him, Charles.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
How you
Do you want me just to explain just quickly what I do and what type of content I make?
Yes, please. Yes. Tell us about your channel.
So I do like various different stuff, whether that be like Let's Plays or live action content or animated or just like music covers of certain songs. The greater goal, like just to simplify, is just to be kind of like a small Australian Rooster Teeth of sorts, and just do any kind of topics that interest us.
Yep. So you don't really have no fixed niche. You pretty much just float around and do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's not like we only do gaming or we only do movies, because it's a very personality-driven channel. So we have different members of the channel that really like doing certain things. So a major person of the channel, his name's Leon, and he loves Star Wars. So he has his own show where he can talk about whatever he wants, and often he talks about Star Wars and his opinions and stuff.
Yeah, nice. That's pretty similar to my channel. When I first started, I wanted to have like a single niche being gaming and all that, but I found it pretty hard to like break into it and get views because there's so many
it's very difficult
gamers. Yeah. So now I pretty much just do whatever like floats my boat, essentially. One day I could be doing filmmaking, and the next I'll be playing a game or shooting a Nerf video like I just recently did.
Yeah, I watched that one. The hope is that people are coming for you, not just for what you're playing. And I did a video early at the start of the year that was saying that hopefully the people that end up watching the videos aren't watching for Destiny only content or for restricted just this game. So hopefully it's just the broader sense that this person's in the video, so I'm going to watch it. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's what you brought up in one of your, I think it was your 2018 channel update video, that you wanted your fans to come and visit you guys for you and your personalities, and not for that type of content that you were saying, like specific content. Yeah, that's pretty good. So just to start off, just like to say, sorry, what challenges have you faced with starting your channel?
I've faced a few different types of challenges. So whether that be just trying to get through to somebody, like trying to get our voice heard, whether have a video that you just want to people to see and it only gets 20 views. The challenge of what's the point of continuing on, and if it's the views or if it's just as a hobby, or I think that's the biggest challenge most small YouTubers have to get. It was like, what's the thing driving you to continue making videos?
Yeah, that's it. And what's been brought up a lot in like all these YouTube tips and that is if you're in it for the money, it's tough because you don't earn any money as a small YouTuber.
You have to have either made it or not. That's the definition of where you're making money or not.
That's it. It's tough.
But
any other issues you've had?
Other issues is miscommunication, I would say. So I guess I can go to controversy. I'll talk with just team like oriented issues, basically just producing content every week. And we basically do it every Friday. And we've had a few different team members drop out with stress and all that kind of stuff, because we're also in high school. So having to deal with VCE and stuff like that, getting exams and getting a bank of videos. So then when exams do come up, you're not getting behind. Because with our fans, they don't know half the stuff that's going on. So they should expect, if it's Friday, they expect a video to come out.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, they don't realize that you're a normal human being and you have real life tasks to do. They just expect the content.
Yeah, I guess that's a massive pro if you're a massive channel, if you've got people to back you up if, let's say, something does go wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. How many people are part of the DareToEntertain channel?
So,
I know it's not just you.
We've got a few people. I do most of the back at the end work. So whether that be the Reddit, the social media stuff, and most of the editing. But I've got Leon, who makes his own videos. We've got Adam, who makes his own music stuff, because he's a massive music. He loves music. He actually wants to edit, when he gets his own laptop, wants to edit some more videos, and he's very interested in science and chemistry and stuff like that. So that could be a direction he wants to go down. And then we've had Tom, who's T-Gun Productions. He's helped a fair bit. and then different people star in the videos, and that list goes on to 10, 15 people.
Yeah, I've seen some of his channel. That's nice. It was like a small team, and it turns out you're pretty big. I've only worked by myself, and friends to help me out every now and then, like thing.
Oh yeah, we're just breaking up a tiny bit there, but it's better now.
Yep. 1 second. Let me see if I can. That's better. Yeah. I pretty much work alone. I get my brother to hold the camera for me, or a couple of mates and stuff. But yeah, one of the biggest challenges my channel, the drive to get up and do a video. Like, I usually post a video on a Saturday or a Sunday at the latest if I can't be bothered or I'm busy on a Saturday. But yeah, it's tough.
It does get very tough just to release something to get not noticed. And it's just a hard reality that of a small YouTube channel, just that sometimes time doesn't equal to views. And it can be very hard to really just see something go to nothing.
Yeah, that's it, because you can spend hours on hours on one video, and then just to get like 10 views or something for it, it's very demoralizing and it crushes you.
Yeah, but it really can.
Yeah, if you're in it for the money, you're stuffed. Yeah, you're stuffed if you're in it for the money. At the start, at least.
Yeah.
You got to have like the passion to do it and just love the content you're doing, I suppose. While we're on the topic of like money and stuff like that, what do you think of the monetization issue that just came out? How they cut the chances of smaller YouTubers earning some dosh?
Yeah, I'm actually, because PewDiePie made a video on this, and I'm actually kind of sitting on his side. It does need to, with the monetization thing, it cuts out the small people, right? The people making maybe $4 a month, and like that might be annoying to see that little bit you were getting, because a lot of the bigger people were like, if that's all you're wanting the money, then you're not getting much, so why does it matter? But a lot of times it's just the sight of seeing the revenue and all that kind of stuff. It's just like, we're starting here and we're going to get somewhere. Putting a wall of saying you're not going to get any money is very hard to see at times. But I think if it's going to protect YouTube as a platform, I think it's the right move to go. And it was a very small amount of money that you were making from it. So I think YouTube needs better communication. Like, I was watching Philip DeFranco talk about it, and he was saying how after they announced it, they had their little blog thing that they released. And then in it, there were like 6 different things that could be interpreted differently. So everyone was like, does this mean this or that? And everyone was actually having a panic, and YouTube wasn't responding. I think that's the bigger issue. The bigger issue than them taking people's small YouTubers' money.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't handle. Yeah. One sec. Crashed again. Oh yeah, that's all right. It's all right now. Yeah, I wasn't earning any big dollars. Like, a couple cents.
Like, I think I grossed around $6 in total. Like that's it. That was before I came back and started getting a lot more views in the streams and stuff like that. But out of, I think it was like 3,000 total channel views, it was like $6. So it really isn't that, and then you can't cash out till 100. So yeah, it really wasn't that much.
Yeah,
but I'm still unsure if
I wasn't a big. Yeah, well, I wasn't a big fan of like how they, like, one of the new requirements to get the monetization is to get, like, was it 1,000 subs?
1,000 subs and
like, it's easier to get the views than it is to get subs.
4,000 hours of watch time.
Yeah, you see, like, getting the watch time, I think that's easier, but yeah, getting the subs, that's the tough part.
And it kind of promotes sub to sub to 1,000. It promotes sub to sub to 1,000, then start working on your content.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's true. Now we'll move on from that, and I just want to talk about what's your most successful video that you've had, like, on your channel, and how do you think that Like, what do you think you've done to make it so?
Yep, I've got 2 that go into that category. One was it was a massive break in views. The other one was a massive break in amount of subs that got from it, and actually changed the direction of the channel. And Tom's here in the chat that I've seen. But yeah, the 2 were my Laser Team 2 review that I got that it is about to hit 1,400 reviews, and then my Batman Arkham Asylum stream 1 that got 1,300. And in that Arkham stream, I got 28 subs from that one video when I was streaming. 28, and both of them, And the funny thing is, Laser Team, the video before that got 40, then that got 1,400, and then before the Batman stream, the previous video only got 50 or something like that. So they both came off videos that kind of underperformed on the average.
But sorry about bloody dogs. They're freaking retarded.
Yeah, I got my dog at the...
Shut up. Yeah, my dog's out the back. And I'm sitting like right in the kitchen.
So, yeah, things that went well with them. I think the first Batman stream was kind of lucky because I kind of hit the right time at the right moment where in the summer area, they basically, everyone's on holiday. Australians, Americans, Europeans. And it's probably the best time to stream. And that's why actually on spring break for Americans and on summer's break, I'm going to start streaming probably not daily, probably as much as I can though, to try and capitalize on that market of Americans that have nothing to do. Because in that time, I actually got 40, 50, 60% Americans watching, which I think was a massive key for those videos to do well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's what you think like caused your...
That was for most of it, but with Laser Team 2, I think this was yet again perfect timing because Laser Team 2 came out on YouTube Red the day that I was going to upload that review. So I uploaded the review, got 50 or so views, and then it released on YouTube Red, and then it kind of exploded with people wanting to know if it's good or not, whether they should invest in buying Laser Team 2 or not. Because no big publications like Chris Stuckman or anything were actually covering that movie.
Yeah, nice. I think one of my videos that broke out was the Muhammad Ali versus Rocky Balboa video that I created. Now, I created this video like a week or 2 before Muhammad Ali passed away, and it just exploded. It was just like one of those oddly perfectly timed videos that happened. I think it's got like nearly like 3K views or something like that. And obviously a lot of backlash and like mixed comments on it because my friend Kieran, he was playing as Muhammad Ali, and everyone expected Ali to be the greatest and to win and whatnot, and he ended up losing. But yeah, that was like one of my big videos that's got me a lot of views. And yeah, I've done a controversial type of video on like why do Aboriginal people have like and stuff like that, and obviously that's that picks up every Australia Day, and obviously a lot of views and that come from that. Luck and like timing for me to like certain videos at certain times. So yeah. On to the next question, unless you want to add anything else to what you said.
I'm all good with that topic. That was covered pretty well.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, so the next question is, are there any videos that you would have liked to have done, but you say never got around to doing them, or something came up which hindered you from doing them?
I've got a few videos like that. There was a GTA video that I wanted to make for few months because GTA is one of the games that I just love recording in, and there was a heist video that we recorded, and we ended up losing half the footage to it, and we couldn't make it, and we recorded for 3 hours or something like that. And the same thing happened to a Destiny video. The video that just went up on the channel, that's part 1, and part 2 is finished and edited. Well, not really finished. It was a third draft, and I was going to go for a 4th draft, but I can't touch it because I lost overall 4 hours worth of footage, I think, of the Destiny 2, Destiny 1 raid, and that was pretty, really disappointing because it was so much had gone into making sure that video was right, and jokes that we set up in part 1 and 2 don't get paid off in part 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's freaking shit. I've I want to do a couple of videos and like series and stuff like that, but me, like I want to go like all out and big, and it's the financial thing that's like killing me on like doing some of these series. That's why I haven't recorded any. Like I want to do stuff. I think they're from the Raka Raka.
Oh, yeah.
Like they do like big freaking crazy, and I'd like to do some of that. But yeah.
Yeah, the limitations really do hold back what we can do. So, like in Australia, it's really tough to do a lot of things, whether it's strict laws or it's like just things like holding us back, like where we are and stuff like internet, like a lot of stuff that's been holding Australian YouTubers from doing big stuff. I know, like I think Pyrocynical is an Australian YouTuber who can't live stream because he lives in an area that doesn't have NBN.
Yeah, no, it's freaking crap. I had the same conversation with my mate, and I said to him, I think it's really hard for Aussie YouTubers to break out against like the American one. All are compared to them. Yeah, so you're totally right.
Yeah, even just time zones really offset. Like if I start recording at 6 p.m. and then it's 4 a.m. somewhere in America or Europe, and then in the other side of America it's completely different. It's perfect for them, but then Australians it's off-putting. So you just kind of if you want to get the Australian market, you're going to screw over the Europeans.
Kind of stuck.
It's just, you got to really pick who you want, or you can just get caught in no man's land. And if one market doesn't decide to start watching, then you've screwed over all the other ones. And you get really put in a hot spot.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that? Or next question.
There are a few games that I wanted to record in, like the new Meta Gear Survive. I wanted to record in, didn't get a chance. A lot of games that come up that just I really want to cover it, whether it's just because it's so bad that I really want to just destroy it and stuff like that, and like just say these are the reasons to really not buy this game or stuff like that. I haven't played Meta Gear Survive, so I can't say if that is the case. There's a game called Dead Alliance, which is made by the developers of the Friday the 13th game, and it is one of the worst games I can ever. Like it's like a $60 game. And it's literally like a mobile, free-to-play garbage piece of shit. It's awful.
That's terrible. It's almost like a full-price game.
Yeah. The multiplayer, it split it up. Multiplayer is $60, and then you can pay $15 to get the campaign as an add-on.
Oh, man. That's bad. What else? Say something about that. I can't freaking remember now.
Was the next topic controversial?
You got anything else to add?
What'd you say?
Yeah. Well, like, what's your most controversial video that you've ever done?
Probably both of the Star Wars videos.
Has there been a controversial video?
On The Last Jedi, both videos I did on that got a lot of flack. So the actual review I did, the 6-minute spoiler-free review, that was put up onto Reddit over like 15 different Reddit pages and Discords. Yep. And then I started talking, and then I commented on Angry Joe's review that he did. And on all of them, except Discord, because Discord's a bunch of nice people, but on all of them I was getting either death threats, getting called a psychopath, idiotic, retarded, all of stuff, all the hate that I got for just enjoying the film. I gave it, I think, an 8.3, which is it's in the great category. I put it, which is it's a really good film with obvious flaws that they could have done, and so yeah, it's not the 9.7 that IGN gave it, or it's not the 10s that there are certain reviewers that it gave it. It's a great film that has flaws, and I remember on Reddit, Reddit I put up there, and someone just went, "You're such a psychopath for having this opinion." And then I had a long conversation. I think it was like 30 different replies between a group of 6 people, all against what I was saying. And one of them, the guy that originally called me a psychopath, ended up turning around and saying that he actually ended up apologizing for what he said and said, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings if I did. I see that what I said is not the right thing to say. I was just disappointed with The Last Jedi and was not used to people saying great and that film together. And I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, which was actually a really cool response. But
Yeah,
on the Angry Joe
It's just
video.
funny how so you have freedom of speech and all that, and you have freedom of intertwines with everyone else. It's really dumb.
Yeah, and on the Angry Joe video,
you continue. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, it's right. It's just there's a bit of lag between the thing, and just on the Angry Joe video,
that's right.
I just put a comment saying I'm normally a big fan of Angry Joe, but I'm not a massive fan of this video. I disagree with some of his points. I think he exaggerated in a few too many places, and then I had a swarm of I think 3-4 people all just saying you're an idiot, you're just a Star Wars fanboy, you just can't accept that this film's shit, it's worse than the prequels, go kill yourself, all that kind of stuff. A week later, Angry Joe puts out a video saying 10 things I got wrong in my 22 things wrong list. So, and half of them were the things that I mentioned, the things that, the certain things that I mentioned. And yeah, that movie has a lot of very heated conversation around it. And I was caught in the middle of it.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the topic of Star Wars, let's talk about it. You had obviously mixed reviews about it, and so did I. I don't think it was the best one of the series, and it was a little overhyped, like the way people were talking about it.
Yeah. Are we going to full spoilers?
Like some of the. Oh yeah, I think so. It's been out long enough. Everyone.
Considering it's February.
Yeah, that's it. But some of the stuff that characters did was just totally off character, I think, in my opinion, how I mean.
You just broke up that last little bit. You got to repeat that just quickly.
Oh yeah, like I just said, some of the stuff that the characters did was totally off character to what they of the norm to them. Leia flying like Superman, that's just off character.
So
it
kind of
threw me off.
All the biggest moments I had conversations with both in that video Adam and then my best friend Leon, who's a massive Star Wars fan, who rewatches Clone Wars on the repeat, and we argue whether certain things are okay, whether they should have done certain things, and even with the Leia thing, the big thing that I bring up was it's not a defense for the film. It was that some people say that this film, out of plot convenience, has new Force abilities that are not established. And I see that, but then I also think to the times where I think it was Lawrence Kasdan that said, the writer of some of the original trilogy, he was saying that the plot, we invented powers that we think were cool, that we wanted to explore. So whether that's Force ghosts, whether that's in Episode 5, Luke uses the Force to pick up something where that was never possible. No one ever knew that the Force could do that, but he just did it because he was in a dire situation. And I think that's what it was in this. It was a dire situation where she needed to she force pulled herself, not force flew. And I guess it's easier. She's in a zero-G environment, so pulling yourself would be a lot easier than doing it in on a planet situation where we're seeing people do force dashes like in Episode 1. So I think it's a very heated topic where you can argue on every little detail.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and how they killed Snoke. I thought he was going to be but
that's just going against expectation.
Bad. He was. Yeah, I know, but where do you think they're going to go with this? The last movie, essentially.
They could go in a lot of directions,
and that's, go with it?
And that's the big thing about this movie. It changed up where you think the film was going completely. Everyone thought, Rey's going to go evil, Kylo could go good, Snoke's going to, be the bad guy in the film, and then they're going to have to either both team up to take down Snoke, and it's going to be a big deal between them, or Luke's going to be in the last film, he's going to die in a heroic, big fight between Tim and Snoke, and either Rey or Kylo has to team up or something like that. It's just all that is out the window now, and it's it's Rey vs Kylo, and they've given motivation for Kylo, not just I want to be like my grandfather. It's now, he's so rage filled with Luke.
Yeah, he's going to be
his own. He's using that to fuel. Like he was, like Snoke said, when there was conflict, I now sense resolve. That's not I'm a good guy now. That's I know who I have to be now. I have to start my own thing, and that's what he tried to do with Rey. He's like, hey, I want to team up. I want to and then he quotes Anakin from Revenge of the Sith, saying, you know, we're powerful enough to rule the galaxy as together. You know, we overthrew Snoke. We can do this together. And Rey's like, nah, that's not right. And then that's where his hatred is now. He's moved it from Luke to her.
Well, I don't know. Like the way they killed him, I think it was just it was shit. Like the big, powerful Snoke, and like he can sense everything except this little lightsaber that's turning. Like he can feel everything about that. Like, come on.
I think he was just
because he can't. Death, I think.
I can see it being cheap, but I can also seeing it like being just cocky. Like you know, he's like, I can't be betrayed. I can't. Like I see his every thought. He can't. He's not reading his mind for what he's doing. He can sense that he's being rageful. He's seeing that he wants to kill. Like he wants to kill his enemy. He doesn't know who that is. He's not like, oh, it shows that Kylo has full control over his emotion, his thoughts, and what he wants to become. So it's like you can make the same argument with Palpatine, saying why didn't he send Darth Vader, literally wandering behind him and picking him up.
Touche. But yeah, like in regards to like my what's the name, Rey and Kylo, I still feel like Rey will turn to the dark side toward the end. Not toward the end, but like midway through.
I don't think there's
like,
enough
the
room
next
for
film,
that.
and Kylo, like they'll switch roles.
I don't think there's room for that in a.
I still think it's like she's very conflicted. Like she's.
So was Luke.
Good but bad, if that makes sense. Yeah, true. It takes something just to push him over, though. Like Luke almost Okay,
I can.
Yeah, go on.
Before episode 8, I could definitely see that, but with episode 9, I kind of think that in the time limit that there is, they would have to deal with Leia's death or whatever happens to Leia. They have to deal with building the New Republic, building the new Empire, them competing against each other, the galactic conquest between the two different political parties, and then have the giant action scene at the end. So I don't think there's enough room to have them switch sides and then develop them on those sides, or else you get a Star Wars Battlefront 2 situation.
Yeah. Ain't they making like I think 3 more movies after like this one, or like 6 more or something? I don't know. Something along those lines. I think I heard.
Yeah, they're thinking of having a trilogy to new characters with Rian Johnson directing. They want an Obi-Wan movie, they want a Boba Fett movie, and then they've got just open to where they want to go.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm real iffy with the direction that they've taken with like there was so many big things I wanted to see happen, like a Luke and Snoke fight, like Battle of the Masters, like shit.
That would have been.
I
awesome.
wanted to see who Snoke really was. Like you know what I mean? Like it wasn't really explained who Snoke was. Snoke was just like Snoke.
And it's the same thing. Palpatine wasn't in episode 6. Snoke had a bigger influence. Snoke had a bigger influence on this trilogy than Palpatine did on that trilogy.
Yeah.
Snoke had, I think, 5, 6 major scenes across this trilogy. I think he had 2 in Force Awakens, and he had basically 4 in this one. He had a projection, then he had him talking to Hux and Kylo, then he had him talking to Kylo when he electrocutes him, talking to, then he has another one, and then he gets killed. So there are about 4 or 5 scenes with just him, and then he was a major plot point in both films. Where Palpatine, I don't think we even hear. I mean, we hear there's an Emperor in episode 4. We see a projection in episode 5 where he's in 2 scenes, I think, where he says, "Oh, we need Luke. We should bring Luke to our side." Then episode 6, we have the throne scene. That's it. Basically, It's one big build up to that scene. And yes, this is the middle episode of a trilogy, so it's like, well, it's early. But Snoke was never developed to be a major villain, but Kylo was.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm bitchy to be the big bad. Like I don't feel threatened by him. Like the first scene in The Force Awakens, they storm that village and he holds that blaster like in midair. I thought like fucking badass, like he's gonna be, and then like it just goes downhill from there. I think like it just seems more bitchy and whiny and stuff like that. Feel threatened by him, unlike Snoke, who demonstrated that he's super, super, super powerful, and then he gets killed cheaply.
I don't know. Yeah, I can see where you come from.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like Rey's going to turn. Or like, if they do, like it'll be a short period.
I think they'll explore it. I think maybe they have Force Ghosts come in and talk to her. And she might have like an emotional scene with like Obi-Wan or something like that. And Obi-Wan is, just like, comforting her or something like that. And he talks of Anakin and stuff like that. And it'll probably be like a highlight scene in the movie. I think there's going to be a big scene with the Force Ghost with either it being Anakin, Obi-Wan, or Yoda, or Luke. Those characters, one of them is going to, or more, have a talk with Rey.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And speaking of you, what do you think of the parent reveal? That was the biggest freaking letdown of.
I didn't mind it. Because it doesn't confirm anything. It's just one piece of the puzzle. Because Kylo thinks it's true because he read her mind and she sensed it to be true, and she got that through the cave, right? And basically, we don't know if the cave was just trying to, like, she always thought, she was hoping it was someone. She was hoping it was Han Solo. She was hoping it was Luke. And when it wasn't, she went to the cave, and it was answering the question that she always thought it was going to be. It's like, am I nobody? Am I nothing? Do I really mean nothing? Do my parents not love me and stuff like that? And it was her basically her selling on it. This kind of thing. It showed herself, and it was kind of like an inner reflection. It was like, there isn't anyone out there for me. I don't have a father figure that I can look up to. And then Kylo just read her mind and went, the truth. It's nobody. So Kylo doesn't really know because he only met her in episode 7. And Rey doesn't know because she can't remember childhood.
Yeah. So who do you think it is? Or could be like who? Like,
well, it opens the possibility to really anyone. Like it could be still no one. It could be that she's a Force child. That it was just a woman there, and then the Force felt like it needed someone to rise up to take down the First Order, like with Anakin.
Yeah,
but Anakin was the other way around.
Yeah, I've heard that theory before. Is that the theory you're running with? That you think it's the Force kind of created her?
It can
to balance everything.
It's the most logical than Obi-Wan or something like that, or Han Solo is the next logical step but the thing is, then you look at the timeline and then it doesn't really work with the timeline. If let's say like, because the Kylo Ren isn't old enough because he was with Luke until he was 20.
Yep.
And so it's just the timeline is a bit off if it's Han Solo.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. What else? Is there anything else you want to talk about Star Wars? Currently, I think I've had my whinge about some of the big points.
I think I've got everything I wanted to say across.
Okay. Let's see what else I got. I've just got some rapid fire questions for you now. Just quick answers. Tell me what you think. So, Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Nice. Tomato sauce or barbecue sauce?
Barbecue.
Yeah. Yuck. Now, Android.
What was the last one?
Yep. So that's iPhone or Android.
iPhone, but I think the new S8 looks insane. Don't like the operating system that much.
Yeah.
I just think the phone's
iPhone myself. Ford or Holden?
Ford all the way. Can't stand Holden.
Oh, you know what? No, some Fords are all right. I have to admit, like the Mustangs, they're pretty cool. I own a Holden myself.
All right.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox, but grew up with PlayStation.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I kind of grew up with both because I kind of got both at the same time. So,
see, I grew up with the PS2. The PS2 came out in 2000s. My dad got one of those, and then I played that through my childhood, and then I switched over when the 360 came out. When the black Xbox 360, I got it just before then, and I used that from there.
So the Xbox was your first ever console, like ever?
The first one I went when I started playing hardcore, like basically playing a lot of games on, but PS2 was the first one. PS2 and PS1 were my first consoles.
My first ever console was, I don't even know what it is. Like, you know, the ones that had those cartridges and you got to blow on them and like I don't even know what's a Nintendo.
Is it Nintendo 64 or NES?
Can't remember. And then the first ever console I got after that was the PlayStation 1. Which I had for many years until the PS2 and Xbox came out. These ain't very rational. PC or Mac?
PC. No, Mac's useless.
Yeah, I don't like Mac. Like, it's good that it has the antivirus and all that stuff.
No, it doesn't anymore. It's been cracked. It's been cracked for my dad works in IT, and they get like. The reason why people think there aren't many Mac viruses is because you don't hear many Mac viruses, but it's because they're only 7% of the market. So you only hear 7% of the amount of viruses that they get.
Oh, wow. My dad just bought a Mac. I should tell him.
Yeah, my dad works at IT, so he has a whole division dedicated to repairs, and half of them are, not half, but like they get a regular amount of Macs. So, yeah, they're not unstoppable.
Yeah. Wow. I find Mac complicated to use. Just to rapid fire question. I think I kind of know the answer to this one for you, but we'll see. Star Wars or Lord of the Rings?
Star Wars. But I have watched I've watched all the Lord of the Rings films. Except I've watched only the second Hobbit film. I haven't watched the first or third one.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first one's all right. It's a bit slow.
I just can't get it. I can't get into the Hobbit
really
films that much.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like them both, but yeah, I'd go Star Wars. And yeah, I think that's all the questions I really have.
All right, cool.
If you want to wrap up the stream.
Yeah, I think Tom's headed off. There's no viewer questions for now.
Yep. I don't see any. I'd like to thank you for being a part of my first ever stream.
No worries.
First ever podcast. Yeah, I liked it. I was open to your suggestion, and I thought I'd give it a go. And I see myself doing some more eventually.
Yeah, it'd be good just to highlight a lot of the small bits of the community that you like to show off and stuff like that. I think it would be growing the YouTubers Facebook page.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and hopefully get some more postings on that and get to communicate more with other like YouTubers and add them to the chat as well. And just kind of communicate and build a good community, help each other grow. I think that's good.
Sweet.
So yeah. Thanks a lot, Charles.
No worries.
Everyone, subscribe to Dare to Entertain, and maybe you can subscribe to me if you want. I'm not fussy. I'm just doing it for the entertainment. Anyways, thanks a lot, Charles, and I'll catch you next time.
See ya.
See ya, buddy. See you later.